Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. It is 6:06, and right as I start the show here, we have WGN Morning News on the TV's on the background with the sound off, and we're just really thinking about everybody that went through some of the storm damage yesterday. If you had some in your area, I was driving in on Lakeshore Drive, and half the streetlights and the stoplights going on the Lakeshore Drive are still out. I know there's massive power outages still, flooding. We'll talk about that later with water in my life. But seriously, with the tornado damage, and there's people that are really going through it, so we are all thinking of you heavily. I got a text in early from Round Lake, from Jimmy in Round Lake saying, yeah, my basement's flooded. Sorry about that, Jimmy. That's terrible. This is the second wettest beginning, and it's not even really beginning this summer. We're almost to August, but it's the second wettest in 100 years in Chicago. 100 years. There you go. It's not today's fact, but it's pretty brutal out there. And I don't know how it was, Kenzie, in the northwest burbs where you are. Round Lake got hit, obviously. Everybody got hit some way or another.
Oh, yeah. It was wet.
Yeah, a little wet.
What my app miscalculated when the rain was going to start, and I was out walking, and good 30 minutes from home there when the first rolling of storms came through. That was not great.
Can I ask
I walked home in the
Oh,
in the rain.
no. Wet Kenzie.
Yes.
What app do you use on your phone?
I use AccuWeather, which is usually really good. It just it miscalculated.
I'm still on, Yahoo Weather updated. I know that sounds like it's 2001, but I just use Yahoo Weather, and they updated the app. And
It's Yahoo?
It's Yahoo.
Okay.
I don't even know if Yahoo is still a company.
I don't know.
I
think they only do fantasy football now.
Oh, they still have. Oh, they must. Okay, because can you still go to Yahoo to search over Google?
Well, why don't you Google Yahoo and find out
Isn't
what
it
comes
a
up?
milk?
Isn't it milk? That's chocolate milk, yes.
That's Yoo-hoo.
That's Yoo-hoo.
I'm like, you're looking up the milk
No.
weather.
Okay, so Yahoo still is a search engine. You can still go there. It says search the web.
Cool.
In the top bar.
That's awesome.
But their weather app, they updated. It's really nice, but it also looks like they ripped off a little bit of AccuWeather. There might be some intellectual property lawsuit coming up there pretty soon.
Let's not try
It's
to
weather.
Yeah, let's not try to
Rip it
sink
off.
Yahoo.
What do you got, Case?
Just the one that's installed on the phone. The one that says weather.
Is that just Apple?
Yes, Apple Weather.
So they have their own app, right?
Mm-hmm. It comes with your phone.
I wonder.
Are they all hiring meteorologists, or how does this work?
They just all look at like WGN and just type it in. What's going on?
Like, does Apple have like a meteorologist?
That's a really good question. Like, they just go to the
Because
national.
a lot of times it's different. It's not always the same.
Right. You go to different apps. It's like we'll do an update on Lollapalooza because it could get a little wet this weekend. We'll talk about what's going on with Lollapalooza, at least right now on Tuesday, going forward. And we got those Finn Wolfhard Loungeapalooza passes in just a second here in a minute. But yeah, it isn't. They just go to the National Weather Service and steal their stuff. You think? Yeah, all those weather apps.
I don't know if you're allowed to launch an app if you're just using a different app's information. Though.
Sounds like a good idea.
Also, it's the National Weather Service. I don't think it's stealing to use their information. They want you to use the information provided. I'm sure they have weather balloons. If not on-staff meteorologists, they probably have weather balloons out in the sky that feed information to their app.
You think my Yahoo Weather app has a weather balloon?
I would hope so. I otherwise don't know how they're getting their info.
Well, it's
Now,
Yahoo.
what is a weather balloon?
What is a weather balloon?
Yes.
It's a balloon that goes up there and has some kind of instruments on it, and then it gets knocked around, and they can tell you what's going on, like in the sky.
Well, that's stupid. I need to know ahead of time. I can see what's going on in the sky. Have eyes.
Well, let's be fair. What's going on in the sky is going to come down and hit your head like it did yesterday. That rain. So
Yeah, but if it's already happening, that's not helpful. They're like, guess what? It's raining. I'm like, I know. Thank you.
Yeah, but the weather balloons.
Thank you, weather balloon.
It's getting it a little bit first. Now, it didn't help you on your walk because it didn't get you further enough in the
Right.
walk.
Stupid weather balloon.
They have radar now and satellites and all that. They have all that kind of junk now.
Well, then what's the point of meteorologists? Meteorologists have to be, like, I don't think you could just replace them with weather balloons. There's got to be something.
Replace a meteorologist with a weather balloon on TV? No, they're good looking. That's why we have them. We need them on there.
That is true. We do live in a city with a lot of lovely looking meteorologists.
Good Lord.
It's insane.
WGN, Fox, NBC, they all stacked up. A good lineup. A good fantasy lineup.
Alyssa Donovan, hello. How are you?
What's up? Call the show. We love you.
Love you.
I don't like this conversation.
I can keep going.
We have great looking weather people. Men too.
Men too.
Yeah, Dutra.
I couldn't name any of them.
Dutra, he's a good looking guy.
Oh, Demetrius Ivory on WGN, handsome fella.
Very handsome.
No Alyssa Donovan, but who is?
Well, right.
Come on now.
I mean, they're just dudes. You find them attractive, Kenzie, those guys?
I don't know that. I don't really watch like weather via the news.
That's all I do. Watching it right now, actually, on WGN. Well, listen, we'll keep you updated. We got a whole Lollapalooza breakdown of Loungeapalooza, who's performing. So today at 8:10, we will give away those Youngblood lounge passes right here at Q101. This is fantastic. We have Julia Wolf coming up at 9. But Case will be hosting Finn Wolfhard tomorrow here at Q101, who is Mike Wheeler from Stranger Things. And I don't mean to say that every time because the guy's a good music guy, but I think it helps put reference to it if you're like me and watched at least the first several seasons of Stranger Things. And it's awesome to know another guy in Stranger Things can write damn good songs.
I like him more than Joe. I don't know if that's a controversial opinion or not, but I think he's the most talented of the Stranger Things musicians.
Well, that's a hot take.
I stand by it.
Maybe they have a battle of the bands with the people on Stranger Things. So we're going to give away passes to that. Here's what Finn Wolfhard sounds like. So Finn Wolfhard performing at Lollapalooza and Loungeapalooza tomorrow. You want to be here at Q101 with Case. We got all kinds of food over here. It's going to be a tremendous, tremendous day. Come hang out with us, 312-967-8300. That's how you get into Finn Wolfhard at the Lounge with Case hosting, 312-967-8300. Call now.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. Let's go back to high school. Let's go back, huh? So only 4% of Chicagoans said this happened to them often in high school. So let me repeat that one more time. Only 4% of Chicagoans said this happened to them often in high school. Only 4%. What do you think that could be, Kenzie?
Had fun.
Had fun. That's a dark thought this early. I mean, we had all these storms yesterday. There's fog rolling in over the city. I can't see any of the buildings. And only 4% had fun in high school.
I think that it's just, I just don't think it was, I definitely didn't have fun, so I would be part of the percentage that can. I think that most people in my life were like, was really happy to get through high school. Whether you either really worked hard in high school, it doesn't mean you had to get bullied.
Right.
You may have just been working hard or whatever, whatever it had to be. And I had to work a lot when I was in high school because I had to pay all my bills, my phone and my car and my insurance. I was kind of stressed out, not honestly, about bills.
Yes, I had a blast in high school.
What was your high school experience?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I was popular, but everybody knew me. Does that make sense?
That sounds like you were popular.
I could go between every group.
Everyone knew me and liked me, and I was invited to all the parties, but I wasn't popular.
Well, I mean, I didn't get laid, but I could.
I don't know if that equates.
That helps.
I think the popular people got laid.
Yeah, I kind of have the same thought in my head.
So that's why I don't say I was popular, but I knew everybody. I could hang out with the burnouts because I could play guitar.
Uh-huh.
I played basketball, not great, but I could hang out with the jocks that way. Mm-hmm. The nerds like me because I would talk about space stuff. Even though I didn't get good grades because I had, let's talk about my undiagnosed dyslexia and ADHD.
I'd rather not.
They didn't have that back in the day. They just said, move along, kid, figure it out. So and the smart kids too. Even though I wasn't super good with grades, even though I wasn't good with grades, I wasn't gooder. But I felt like I could hang in all the groups, and I had a good time. But I wouldn't say I was popular because I wasn't getting laid.
But do you think you could have gotten laid and missed opportunities to do so?
Oh, now I look back. If I knew what I knew now, they'd be building statues of me out front of that high school.
For what? For getting laid?
Yes.
Yeah, you have like a statue like the Fonz has in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Hey.
I could get tons of teenage girls to sleep with me now.
If I was a teenager, too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying with the knowledge I have
He's
now.
finally cracked the code. Your level of confidence is a little concerning, don't you think?
Well, I'm saying that...
It's a teenage body, but a grown man's mindset.
right.
Look out, ladies.
Ethan Hawke said it right here on this show. You don't realize you're in the great era when you're in the great era. You only realize it later.
And your great era could have been getting laid in high school.
Could have been.
Let me tell you something. I was not in the great era, even looking back. Not in the great era.
I don't know. If I could redo high school, I would do it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd go back and do it again.
Now, I would like to redo a lot of like my time immediately after high school. I would probably redo high school because I still think I could get ahead in my career more because I worked a lot in high school.
Yeah.
And I was signed to a modeling and acting agency, and I would do so much different with that time.
Yeah.
And it's like so that I would redo, but I would never redo it out of joy.
Oh, I'd redo it just to talk to girls. I didn't think about my career at all. I didn't think about career until I was about 27. We're so opposite, Kenzie, in that world. I'd go, oh, man.
Is there one that you really regret not? I won't say hooking up with because we're talking about a younger girl, but like.
But I was young then, too,
I
you
know,
see.
I understand. I don't want to trap you by
Yeah,
accident.
we're not on.
I'm widening the margins in which you can speak. Is there anybody that you regret not really pursuing in high school?
And can I say before you do this?
I have a
just
wife
don't
and a
go-
daughter.
My man. Hey, looks like somebody's getting laid.
Don't go into great detail about why you wanted to sleep with them, because you would be describing a teenager. Even though you're a teenager then, the way you're speaking about it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly, and I thank you for saying that.
Yes.
I thank you for reminding me about that, actually.
Yes.
Well, there's multiple.
Mm-hmm.
There's one specific that I read. Remember a couple of years ago on the show, I read her yearbook post to me?
Yes.
She was professing her love to me, and I'm like, oh, cool, I guess I'll see you junior year. I didn't do anything about it.
Do you remember the specifics of that? Just because that was years ago we talked about that, but you were going through old yearbooks with your wife.
Yeah.
And you found...
And you were like, man, I really wish I would have slept with this girl.
And then
I knew what I know now.
And then Megan's like you. She went and stalked her and found out she's like a lawyer in Indianapolis now or something like that.
One of my
And-
types.
Yeah, well, one of your people.
Yes.
Over in Indiana. But yeah, I mean, there's so many. But that one specifically, she said in the words, I was so dumb. She said, "I have a crush on you," and I'm like, "Cool, I'm gonna go play some basketball. See you later. Bye. Okay, no, I'm out." So dumb. Anyway,
But you were interested in her, because if I were a girl and I was like, hey, I really like you, have a crush on you, and a guy was like, okay, see you later, I'd be like, oh, he doesn't like me.
no, I did like her. I just didn't know I didn't know what to do. I had zero game. Zero. Like, I liked her a lot. We used to talk in class all the time and get kicked out of class together for talking in class.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah, we were, she was my homegirl and I was her homeboy.
Oh my God.
I know. I didn't
Romantic.
do anything about it.
You're too busy working on that jump shot. That was the only game you had.
Now, where'd that give me?
But that didn't go very well either.
Now, thank God, it all worked out, and I met my wife much better deal with my daughter. Everything worked out perfectly. In case Megan's listening right now. Everything worked out great. Anyway,
Well, boy,
Case.
if you could have slept with her, am I right?
All right, Case, what do you think it is? Only 4% of Chicagoans say that this happened to them often in high school.
Is it getting speeding tickets?
Wow.
Just because, you know how these teenagers are driving fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what about adults like me driving fast?
Separate issue. I just think about all these young teens and these hot rods blazing down the street.
But you think they got not many speeding tickets then? Only
No, I think they're getting away with it.
Yeah, getting away because they're kids?
Yeah.
Well, you can cry, and sometimes the officer will take pity on you.
Oh, yeah. You're a teenage girl. You get pulled over. Just start crying.
Oh.
They're not going to give you a ticket.
1,000%.
It's
You ever-
not true.
Have you ever cried to get out of a ticket, Kenzie?
I've cried just because I am upset.
They didn't let
They
you out of
were
the,
real tears.
they didn't let you out of the ticket, though, huh?
No.
That's unfortunate.
They're like, well, try not to get this wet. Important information on there.
Your tears are going to make the inks bleed.
No,
And
it's
you
not
won't-
dry yet. Be careful with that.
And you won't be able to pay this $114. Ugh.
Oh, God.
All right, well, we'll tell you what the fact is. After Stone Double Pilots, you can guess on the text line at 312-967-8300. Only 4% of Chicagoans said this happened to them often in high school. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, our fact that makes your brain go. And this involves high school. And this is only 4% of Chicagoans saying this happened to them often in high school. Kenzie guessed a very dark thought this morning on a gloomy morning. Had fun. Only 4% had fun often.
I wasn't trying to be. I just don't think everybody loves high school. I didn't.
That's your guess. That's fair. And then Case said getting speeding tickets because high school students are always racing around. But only 4% got these often. Some good guesses on the text line. Amy said get approached by strangers to buy drugs. Derek classes had me thinking that would be way more common occurrence in high school, but maybe I'm the exception in Wheaton. Maybe Wheaton didn't have many people strangers selling drugs. I don't know. 4% got stuffed in lockers or swirlies.
Oh, my God.
You know what a swirly is?
Oh,
You know what a swirly is, Case?
Yeah.
Kenzie, you know what a swirly
of course
is?
I do.
I don't know. Again, some of these things I think don't translate to today's time frame, and Case was the most recent in high school.
Just there.
He was there a minute ago. So I don't know if they. And listen, swirlies should never happen. That's assault, brother. So don't do that. But the answer. I think 4% of high schoolers got pregnant often. Wow.
If you have 2 babies in high school, come on now.
Wow.
Come on.
Getting that working. None of those are right. The answer is this that might surprise you. So 16,000 adults, and many Chicagoans were interviewed for this, and they were asked what happened often in high school. Only 4% that they got detention in high school often. Often. Now, if you watch a lot of movies, I kind of thought everybody gets detention at some point. Not maybe often, but at least a couple of them. I got some. I got quite a few.
For what?
Talking in class a lot of times. They would just send you out, and eventually I wouldn't stop talking, which is thankfully what I do for a living now. And they would get detention. I also got talked in by Jay Murrah to skip out of school. When there was a fire alarm, he pulled it. And then he said, don't go back. I go, well, what are you going to do? He goes, I don't know. We'll go play around somewhere. So
Play around somewhere?
So we went out to the baseball diamond and screwed around, and then we went downtown.
What do you mean you went out to the baseball diamond and screwed around? When you turned double plays?
He was a bad influence.
What did he teach you to do?
Well, he tried to get me to smoke cigarettes with
Okay.
him because he likes smoking cigarettes.
And you weren't cool enough to do that?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't inhale. Not like Bill Clinton, but I did not inhale. But, yeah, it was a bad influence, and then I got detention. But I guess I was talking about I was kind of a part of a lot of groups. I was a jock in a way. So I didn't have to go to detention like in the Breakfast Club. I got to go to the assistant principal's office, and all he wanted to do was hash up stats of the high school game the night before.
Oh, just talk ball with you?
He wanted to talk ball. So I didn't have to go.
That's like the worst.
Well, no, for me it was great because I didn't want to go to that room and have to study.
Right.
You know?
But I think I had in-school suspension, not detention.
You got a suspension?
Yeah. There was this girl.
Wait, should we wait, we're up against it. Should we wait on this?
We should. I want to hear more about this because I'm sure this girl was in the wrong and I'm sure Kenzie was entirely justified in what she did.
We'll find
It was
out.
a little bit bad.
Okay.
Kenzie, I'm sure she was asking for it.
She was.
When we come back in 6 minutes, we'll find out why Kenzie got in-school suspension because of, quote, this girl. It's on the way.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Oh, we got Hozier on the way and sports coming up. I can't believe the White Sox game got off. I'd like to know how they got that water off the field, even though I know you cover the ballpark, but I just can't believe the amount of rain that dropped. We'll talk about that and what the Cubs did last night as well down in St. Louis. But today's fact that made your brain go was that 4% of Chicagoans, only 4%, said this happened to them often in high school, and that turned out to be getting detention. 16,000 adults were asked, and the 13% said sometimes, 26% said rarely, 54% claimed they never got a detention. Never. Goody two-shoes over there. And did you ever get a detention case?
I got 1 detention. It was a wrongful detention. I was an innocent victim, and I was forced to go to detention. The teacher's name was Mrs. Stoner. She said, don't talk during the announcements that came over the intercom.
Yep.
I was not talking. There was a kid named Jack, lacrosse player, need I say more,
Yep.
who was talking to me.
Right.
She whips her head around, yells at me, gives me detention. Wrongfully persecuted. I'm a prisoner of my time. It was completely unjustified. I had to serve 1 detention. I was humiliated by it. That was the only time I was in detention.
Did he get detention? The lacrosse player?
No. It was all. I felt like Joan of Arc. It was all on me.
You should have started a rumor she was sleeping with him.
Oh, you should have.
Yeah, you're right. That's silly me.
Why
if
wasn't-
I knew what I know now.
Yeah, why wasn't Kenzie in your life then?
Hello.
Mrs. Stoner sleeping with Professor Weed. Sorry, that was terrible. I know, that was terrible. Yuck.
Kenzie, boo him.
I don't even know what you're going for, boo.
Well, Stoner, Weed. And I know I used to know a guy named Richard Weed.
That's badass. That dude sounds awesome. Was he
Dick Weed?
awesome?
You see, he was awesome because you see the nickname for Richard is Dick, the short
Yes.
for Dick.
Yeah, like Kenzie just said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Brian never hears me talk.
It's fun. It's fun.
Did he get a lot of mileage out of that?
Oh, big time. I mean, I don't know what he's doing today. It might have hurt his life. He might have to get therapy eventually.
He should have run for class president. Can you imagine a big banner that says Dick Weed for president?
Oh, come on. He'd be president now of the country. So right before the break, Kenzie dropped this. That not only did she get detention a couple times, she got in-school suspension. She was trying to remember if that's exactly what it was called because of, quote, this girl. Now, we want to hear this story to see if this girl was in the right or the wrong, this girl or Kenzie.
Okay. So we were in gym, and there's this girl I wasn't particularly fond of.
Shocking.
And she was on the bleachers, and she was near the top.
Inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay.
And she was running her mouth per effing usual. And I think it's important to note, I was saying nothing to her. I was standing there, and she started going off. She always had something to say.
Can you describe what going off and what running her mouth means? Like, what was she talking about?
Like, really just like talking, I can't say it, like, talking, like, constantly. Like, she always was. She always had something to say.
About you or other people?
Yeah, always about me. She had, like, a weird thing. She made up tons of stuff about me. I don't know if she was insecure or whatever it was, but her and I just did not get along. She always had something to say about me. She was always making stuff up. So I'm minding my business in gym class, unhappy to be there per usual. And she's at the top of the bleachers, just yapping her big ass mouth.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. And I walked up to the bleachers, and they were the kind of bleachers that you can put away in gym.
Right, you shove
They're
them
not
into the
permanent.
wall. Yeah.
So I did that because she was at the top of them.
Was anybody else on the bleachers?
Just her.
Okay, because I didn't want any collateral damage on this.
No,
thing.
I wouldn't have done that to
7
an
kids
innocent.
died in bleacher incident in gym class.
So I was
Whole
like,
town was talking about it.
so I decided to shove those bleachers in,
Yep.
and she was at the top of them. And I guess in an effort to save herself, she jumped off the top.
Yeah, because if they
hit
close
the
up,
floor.
she's on the top and just kind of her legs are dangling about, 20 feet in the air?
Right. So she jumped off the top to the ground, hurt herself. Ugh. You talk a big game, but yeah, land. Well,
I would think that drops pretty serious.
it was pretty far.
I'm not taking her side. I'm just saying that drops pretty far.
So, and I think she learned a valuable lesson that day about, you should be in a better position if you're gonna be talking and running your mouth. So, I did get in trouble for that. The teacher did in fact see.
Oh, saw you do it?
Yes, the gym teacher
Yeah,
did
yeah.
in fact see me push the bleachers into the wall.
Which is interesting because Kenzie can be discreet because of her height. You think she could have got away with it?
I think the bleachers caused quite the commotion.
Kenzie, very small. Bleachers, very big.
Can you
Large.
imagine how loud it was, the bleachers
I know.
closing?
It sounded like a banshee right
It sounded like the end of her life, which I enjoyed.
Oh,
So,
God.
Kenzie, what was the in-school suspension like? Because 219 checked in, and they said when they had ISS, they would sit in a room instead of going to classes, and the only lunch they would give you was a cheese sandwich. which now I want to get in-school suspension because a cheese sandwich sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
Now listen, I never ate at school because I had an eating disorder, so I don't know about the sandwich.
Winning!
Whoa.
We don't have time to unpack that.
I know.
I'm sorry you had that.
I know. So I never ate because I was embarrassed to eat in front of people. So
Yeah.
I don't know about the Sammy. But yes, I just sat there. And part of me is like, well, honestly, I'd much prefer to not go to the class and just do the homework. This is kind of, and be left alone. This is kind of what I've been pitching the whole time for my school to be like.
Is she limping to this day?
I don't know. Never checked up on her.
There
She
goes
talked a
college.
lot less smack to me, though. Let me tell you something. She got a little quiet.
You know, in case I can make a reference now because you've seen The Town. There goes college soccer.
All because of Kenzie, the Jeremy Renner of her town.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I don't think she got a sports scholarship.
All right, 2 follow-up texts on your point, Kenzie. Alejandra texted in, Kenzie casually confessing to attempted homicide on the radio today. And also Brandon checked in and said, I had a Ben Stoner for a teacher.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Brandon. Cherish those memories.
Yep, 3 minutes away, we'll get to sports. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.